vegetarians versus meat eaters. This has been debated for a long time, both sides having very valid arguments. However, I'm here today to finally end this debate. Hi, I'm Tucker King, and this is why you should be eating more meat. Meat is used to balance one's plates, such as the vitamin B12. B12, according to the NIH, the National Institute of Health, is a nutrient that helps keep the body's nerve and blood cells healthy and helps make DNA, the genetic material in all cells. The only source of B12 vitamin, though, is in meat, preferably red meats or fish as well as poultry. This lack of B12 in one's diet mainly comes from vegan and vegetarian lifestyles. Lack of this vitamin leads to deconstruction of the nervous system, as the speed at which the DNA is produced is drastically slowed down. B12 deficiency also negatively affects one's chances of having dementia, as it is a degenerative disease. Finally, B12 deficiency has also been linked with higher rates of depression and megaloblastic anemia, a disease where the blood cells don't exactly come out right, and it leads to problems with blood thinning or at least to problems with blood clotting. Furthermore, meat is used to obtain the best source of iron, which according to the National Library of Medicine, iron is a mineral that our bodies need for many functions. For example, iron is part of a hemoglobin, a protein which carries oxygen through our lungs and throughout our bodies. Again, the reason many have iron deficiency is due to their vegetarian or vegan lifestyles and the non-consumption of meat. While many plants have iron in them, their rates are drastically lower than those of meat, making one eat more and more food to be able to reach a healthy level of iron. The lack of iron in the human body leads to the body being unable to produce the hemoglobin, which carries the oxygen in the human body. This causes symptoms lead to extreme fatigue, weakness, pale skin, chest pain, fast heartbeat, soreness of the tongue and eyes, brittle nails, unusual cravings of non-nutritive substances such as ice, dirt, and starch. Poor appetite, especially in infants and young men. Next, another reason you should be eating meat is, due to your blood sugar. According to the Mayo Clinic, meat helps keep blood sugar levels stable due to its high fat and protein content. Steady blood sugar is critical to preventing type 2 diabetes, as well as other chronic diseases. It also helps keep energy levels steady and creates a feeling of being full between meals, reducing cravings for unhealthy foods. With a stable blood sugar, you're less likely to snack on unhealthy things and sweets between meals. However, due to the lack of meat in one's body, this can lead to hyperglycemia, the high blood sugar problem. This leads to damage in your organs and nervous system, which can lead to type 1 and type 2 diabetes, which can even lead to death if not treated by a doctor, according to WebMD.com. You can battle these sugar cravings by eating more meat. As I've explained, the lack of meat in your diet can cause many health problems. While yes, some of these problems can be combated with multivitamins, there's recent studies coming out that multivitamins actually don't do anything to help the human condition. Therefore, if we look into the human past, we can primarily see that humans have always been meat eaters. According to History.com, there's ample archaeological evidence that by 2 million years ago, the first Homo species were actively eating meat on a regular basis. So, if our ancestors were meat eaters and led healthy lives, why should we not? If we continue to look at our human anatomy, we can see that we're completely designed as omnivores that are able to eat plants and meat. According to an article from the Scientific American, our digestive tract is not one of obligatory herbivores. Our enzymes evolved to digest meat, whose consumption aided higher efficiency and better physical growth. Our bodies have evolved to better process meat as it has made us beneficial grow as humans. If we even take a minute to look at our teeth, you can see these sharp ones are called carnivores, which are made to tear apart meat and make it easier for our bodies to digest. The final reason you should be eating meat is within all of our culture. The top 3 major religions in the world follow in order: Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism. Let's start with Christianity. The Bible allows and promotes the eating of meat, as even Jesus ate meat according to the Bible. If we continue on to Islam, we see that though eating pigs is banned and eating animals that have been pronounced to Allah are also banned, he says in Al-Quran 5:1, "O ye who believe, fulfill your indentures. The beast of cattle is made lawful unto you for food, except that is which announced unto you. Herein Game being unlawful when you are in a pilgrimage, lo, God ordaineth which pleaseth him. This is saying that you can eat meat as long as it's for food, but you are not allowed to eat meat when you're going on a pilgrimage. Finally, if we return to Hinduism, though many seem as though they're vegetarians, and they turn this way as they take predominant lifestyle as that, to cause as little pain and suffering to as many people as they can, we can see in a study that 87% of all Hindus have actually eaten meat or continue to eat meat, as it is not forbidden by Hinduism. These religious affiliations show that meat is meant to be consumed, as it's for a healthy mind, body, and soul. As I have stated, meat is not only beneficial with the B12 vitamin, iron, and blood sugar levels, it is also backed by our history and culture as humans that we have grown and evolved to get lots of nutrients from meat. Meat is fortunately is a de facto part of the human experience, and to deny one of its health benefits is a human injustice. Thank you. I'm Tucker King, and I hope you'll leave today knowing a little bit more about what makes you a human and eat you a big bite of a steak today. My power sentence for my today's speech will be, your nutrients should come from a plate, not from a pill.